Or you tell if a coconut is ready.
Yeah, if you're good water, take a chance.
If you're good water, take a chance. Okay, now I'm going to separate the coconut from the husk. This we burn. It's good. It's good as a repellent for mosquitoes. Okay, I gave this a rinse, and I'm now cutting up the coconut into smaller pieces. So you slice like this. And then I'll be cutting them up into bite-sized pieces. Now, how do you know if a coconut is spoiled? I'll tell you, hold tight. When you buy a coconut and you crack it, once you crack it open, how do you know if it's good or not? Well, if once you taste the water, if it tastes like a sour taste, and also you could smell it. If it don't smell like a coconut, it's not good, because that flavor and taste will come out in your whatever you use to bake with it or cook with it. So a spoiled coconut smell and taste sour, and the water you could tell by the taste. All right, almost there. Now I'm going to put this to boil. 4 cups of water into a pot. And this is what you're going to start with, because we have to bring the coconut to a boil and boil for a little bit, because it needs to be soft. I'm going to add the coconut to the water that's in the pot. Now I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt. I have 3 pieces of ginger. Here is the grated ginger. So I'd say it's about 2 tablespoons full of grated ginger. Now ginger is optional, but I do love ginger in many things. So, and ginger goes with coconut, and that's why I put it in. And it has that nice, you know, like candied ginger taste once everything is done. So, okay, everyone, I forgot to mention, but I set my timer on the stove for 30 minutes. And then I will assess it at time. The pieces of ginger that I couldn't grate because my hand was getting too close to the grater, I just put in here. I'll fish it out before I make the drops, and it will add to the flavor. My stove is still at a medium to high. Okay, I have about 9 more minutes. So far I've added in 2 portions, 2 4-cup full container of water, so 8 cups of water over 22 minutes. This is a piece of cinnamon. I'm gonna see if I can break it. I'm gonna add it to here. I'm also gonna add nutmeg. I'm gonna add the outside of the nutmeg. So here's the outside of the nutmeg. It's just for flavor that I'm adding. And I'm gonna peel off the skin of the nutmeg. It's flavor. If I had some cinnamon leaf, I would use that in here, but I don't have that. looks like I'll be adding another 4 cups of water. Now, how do you know when it's ready? The coconut, you just take out a piece and do a taste test. It's still firm, so this has to continue to cook. It has to be soft. Okay, 7 more minutes left. I'm adding another 4 cups. Okay, now I'm going to be adding about a half a teaspoon each of almond extract and vanilla. Okay, I fished out all the bigger pieces of the ginger, the cinnamon sticks, and the outside shell from the nutmeg. Good idea is to count how many pieces you put in, especially with the nutmeg shell, because you don't want to have anyone bite into that. And now I'm going to be putting in the sugar. I'm going to start off with 1 cup of brown sugar. And this is the mixture, how it looks after 35 minutes of boiling on medium to high. Okay, this is 1 cup of brown sugar. So now this is about at the 35-minute mark. And my stove is still at medium to high. At this point, you cannot leave it. You have to stir. It's like you're making a jam. Gotta watch it. Let it cook down a little bit, and then I have to stir away and probably turn the stove down to a medium. So right now the fire hot. What's in the pot? Coconut drops. Coconut drops. 40-minute mark. You could give it a taste and see if you need to add any more spices such as the nutmeg, vanilla, or cinnamon if you want. Whatever your preference. Okay, as I'm stirring, it feels like it's getting harder to stir, so we know it's trying to set. It's coming. You cannot walk away while this is on the stove. I'm resisting adding more sugar because I'm trying to reduce the sugar. And I want to see how the 1 cup of brown sugar does. I know some people do 2 or 3 cups of sugar, but I'm trying to reduce the sugar. It's almost there. I do turn the stove now down to medium. It's the first time I moved the notch on the stove. It was medium high before. I'm doing it with my left hand because my right hand was too close to the flame. I could have worn an oven mitt. That's safer to do. But I just want to show you the process as it gets to the end. Keep on stirring. This is not ready yet. Don't be tempted to taste it because it will burn you. A hot, thick, you know, like brown sugar burnt smell. It's been about, in total time from start, 50 minutes, 55 minutes. So I'm going to turn off the stove now, and I'm going to show you what I do next. But there you have it. I've made my drops smaller. It's a nice little bite-sized Jamaican treat, especially when you're on your journey to work, you know, when you're in your car get a nice sweetness in your mouth. So I'm gonna let these cool, and then in an hour or so I could eat. Don't be tempted, it's hot. You must soak your pot or you have hell to clean it. So you'll see it just easily comes off the parchment paper. That drops already. Can't wait. Beautiful.